You guys, I want to talk about the African braiding drama that's going on in America. I saw the video, and as an African living in Africa, yes, I used to live in the States for years, but I came home a few years ago now. And as an African, I'm going to tell you, that is complete, absolute, utter
and assault
wickedness.
charges. Thanks for joining us at 4. I'm Guy Rawlings.
And I'm Brittany Decker. This comes after a video went viral of the employees pulling a woman's hair and locking her inside the business until police showed up last week. We have Michael Higdon with the latest details from the Breaking News Desk.
Yeah, it was an intense TikTok video with more than 1 million views showing a Birmingham woman's experience being locked inside of a braiding salon and having her hair pulled out over $50. The suspects have been identified as Asatu Kamara, Julia Ondo, and Gladys Nzinga Kumba, all of Birmingham.
And as an African living in Africa, yes, I used to live in the States for years, but I came home a few years ago now. And as an African, I'm going to tell you, that is complete, absolute, utter wickedness. What an African braider did to that lady. Because the woman called you, and she texts you, and you texted her the price. You said $200 for the price. She got there, the hair is done, and you say she must charge you $250. Y'all Africans, y'all even do that in the continent. Y'all like to scheme people. Y'all do that. Y'all have many Africans. I'm speaking as an African, so I have right to speak. So please, everybody, get off. Thank you. Let's be honest. We're not going to make excuses and justification and explanation because we're African. No. Right is right and wrong is wrong. This is how we'll change our ways and become better. And we who have lived in the diaspora, let's be honest. When we come on ground, we have the same experience. We don't have very good customer service here at all. And when Black Americans or other non-Africans come here, they say, oh, and you're talking bad about Africans. But let's be honest, how are we going to get better? How are we going to improve? How are we going to get better? How are we going to turn this continent, this nation into a tourist attraction where we cannot treat the customer with some respect and dignity? And the same nonsense we do here, then we carry to the people's country and do the same thing there. It's wrong. You don't do customer like that. You don't do that to a human being. And you know when you just braid somebody's hair, it's already tight and pulling. And then you pull the woman's hair, you are wicked and you are evil and you got what you deserve. Really, young lady, I'm disappointed in you. Now you lost your business, you lost your integrity. They say they'll deport you. I don't know how true that is. For $50, was it worth it? And you could see the hate and the anger in her voice. Those are some of the Africans that hate Black Americans. Let's be honest. I don't have any hate against no Black Americans, but there are some Africans, there's some Africans, that hate African Americans, and there are some African Americans that hate Africans. That's an absolute fact. I'm not here to cause division, but we have to be honest. And what she did was 100% wrong. And some of you Africans, what you don't understand, you being in America and living and having some rights and freedom, the African American paid the price and paved the way and went through a lot of suffering for you to come these late days and enjoy. And that's what makes them vexed, and they are very upset that you just came. You are a Black. There were times as a Black woman in America, you couldn't do jack. The African Americans suffer. They went through slavery. They suffered. They went through the civil rights. This one then died. So we can come in these late days in America and enjoy the freedom and liberty that they fought for. Then we can't even pay homage to them. We can't even pay respect to them. We want to disrespect them and dishonor them and disgrace them in their own country. Really? Come on, man. Then you call your beauty salon mama's anointed hands. There's nothing anointed with that hair unless the devil anointed that hands. The way you are pulling the woman's hair, I think the devil anointed those hands. That wasn't an anointed hand by God. I repeat, the devil, God did not anoint those hands. Those hands were anointed by the devil because no human being does that to another human being. And that goes to show that she's religious, but she's not spiritual. Because if she knew God, she would have let that $50 go. You hear mama's anointed hand? They are religious people. They try to use God for business, but she don't know God. She don't love God. Because why would you name your business mama's anointed hand? And you pulling your client hair to the point that you pull some of her hair out. You're not wicked. Which God anointed your hands to make you look? It wasn't God, it's a different God. I don't know which God it was. Anyway, I just want to add my 2 cents. So, those 3 ladies, you are 100% wrong. They say they put you in jail. Some people say they'll deport you. I don't think you should be deported, but hey, if you bring the people law in the country, well, and at the consequences, you got to bear it. So some of you other African braiders, y'all got to go to school. You can't go and open business in the people's country and then operate like you operate in your villages down the street in Africa, in the bush, and just treat customers anyhow. Even here, they treat us like they're doing us a favor. I know that. I go through that. Like down here in Liberia, sometimes, I'm not saying everybody, but sometimes, most of the time, let's be honest, they won't charge you American price, but they can't give you American service. That's why I tell them, I say, you want to charge me American price, but you're not giving me American service. So what's up with that? So young lady, you are 100% wrong, and it didn't have to go that far. But when you have hate in your heart towards somebody, you can't stand them. That's how you behave to a person that you hate so much. And also to all my other Black American brothers and sisters, please do not categorize every one of us and put all of us in the same box and say all Africans, all of y'all are the same. No, we are not. Just like you don't like for white people to say you are all the same. You see that? So we're going to be fighting for justice in one side and we're flipping on the other side, we're talking something else. You can't categorize and say all Africans hate you. It's not a fact, it's not a true, it's not true, it's not fact, it's a lie, and you know that. So I hope I made a point. Thank you for subscribing. This is Dagnet, the African blogger, and while we're at it, I want you to come home. All you African Americans, come on home. Let's make Africa great. See the beautiful beach land here? Plenty of beach land available at affordable prices. We have payment plans and everything. I have a lot of clients that are also African American. Yes, Liberia is the only country in Africa where only Black men can own land. Everybody else, they have to lease for 100 years, 50 years, no problem. They have to lease. But if you are Black of African descent, you can get citizenship and you can own land. That is the law in Liberia from inception. They have tried to change it, they didn't. And I pray it stays like that forever. Because you change the law, you see what happened in South Africa. They're going to come and take your own country and then tell you whites only. There are towns in South Africa today, it says white only. Imagine that. You left from, where they came from? Is it Brussels or Sweden? I don't know where they came from. A Dutch, isn't it? They came from there. You left your country, came to Africa that you know it's only for African, for Black. Then you come to the people country and you say whites only. Something is not correct. Your mind cannot be correct. Imagine the Africans go to your country and create their own community and say Africans only or Blacks only. How will you feel? Think, how will you feel? How would you feel about that? Anyway, before I digress and go on renting, I have land for you guys. Beach land, Riverview land. You want to see the beautiful sunset? I'm trying to show the sunset. I'm trying to show